Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a practicing spiritual medium and intuitive reader, your guide to a clearer perspective. I have a message for Virgo today. This is a channeled message from my guides on the other side to help you in your path as you move forward this week. So Virgo, really interesting stuff going on. We have the Prince of Pentacles for the energy sent to you by the universe. This is definitely the idea of do not go anywhere. This is not the week to be making big moves, big changes, big decisions. There's so much inertia on this card. He cracks me up because he's like the reluctant knight. He does not want to go out to fight. But this is the energy that the universe is giving you. And actually, what's just coming through is we need to discover why this is for you. What is stopping this forward movement? Why isn't this knight wanting to go and fulfill his heart's desire? So let's look at your response to the energy. We have the the Princess of Swords next. The Princess of Swords is embodying this energy in that she's not moving anywhere. You know, her sword is pointing down, but her mind is still pretty active. She's still kind of trying to figure things out and look at her options. There's an opportunist kind of energy coming through here, meaning that she's trying to figure out the best way forward and she's looking at all sorts of different options. But the last thing that she's consulting is her heart. The last thing that she's consulting is her soul. So let's see if we can bring a little bit more attention back that direction. We have the Five of Pentacles looking at or sort of facing the Six of Cups, and then we get our Sword of Destiny coming out of the water. So what is stopping you or what is holding your energy down is having to do with grief about the past. You're just kind of overwhelmed with feelings regarding the past, regarding looking back at the past. I'm not sure if the subtlety will come through on the camera, but there's the light of the sky, like everything in this little vignette is reflected in his hand and up his arm. So it's kind of like that past energy is getting on you. It's still bothering you to some extent. And there's still some grief in there about what's lost or what didn't work out. It's more that, you know, really what didn't work out and what you feel was lost because of it not working out. And there's a heaviness back here. There is, we've got water and earth going on. And whenever we have those two mixed together, when it's negative, sometimes we get mud. So literally we're kind of stuck in the mud. We can't move. And this grief is just pulling you down and pulling you down and down and down. And you know, it's interesting because next we get the Sword of Destiny and all of a sudden things shift. You're stuck in this grief, you're stuck in this looking back, and then all of a sudden there's this moment where this sword kind of comes up and says, no more. It's like literally cutting this off. And I love how he comes straight, or I'm saying he, I don't even know, it could be she. It comes straight out of the water. So out of the subconscious. So all of the tears that were being shed here, there's a deeper force that comes through and says, this is the way forward. This is exactly what we have to do. So rather than getting stuck in the emotions and the regrets about the past, what this is an opportunity to learn and to figure out what didn't work and why you're feeling so convicted about your new direction forward. Things that don't work or mistakes or failures, those are just labels that we put on an experience, but what that experience actually shows us. For every negative, we learn a positive. For every no, there's another yes. I think I read somewhere about rejection that in terms of business, this person was never afraid of rejection because he knew he was that much closer to a yes. So the more rejections you get, the closer you are to a yes. And that's a general statement, but the idea is the grief is not there for you to be lost in. The grief is there to show you contrast. By, okay, that didn't work, I know I want this. That didn't work, therefore I know I want this. And it gives you a stronger sense of direction, a stronger purpose. And it comes out of the soul. it's not the information that she's accessing from her head. It comes out of a deeper place. And it's almost like it just shoots up. But I feel there's a lot of strength in this card. So this conviction you have by something not working out is some of the most valuable information and experience you can ever have, because it tells you your yes. Even though it was a no, it tells you your yes. Use an example. I did an internship after college at a national laboratory for chemistry because I was not sure if I was doing music or science for grad school. And I did this internship. I had a great time, but when I looked at the actual work, I thought, you know what? I'm not enjoying this. I didn't enjoy clicking a button and just watching a study populate. I don't enjoy this work. So that was a big no for me, but it gave me a big yes. I know I want to go into music. And that was something I had cried over for many years, but that's a different story, and I don't want to take up your reading with my story, but that's the idea. There's nothing to be upset about. You know, this grief or the regret of it not working out was a good thing, because it shows you exactly which way to move forward. So your last card, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Your advice is just stick with it. Okay, if you've had some kind of a setback or you're feeling discouraged because maybe things not working out now is echoing what didn't work out in the past, this card is just saying stay with it. You're creating gold stars. Do you see that? So even if this path you're on ends up being eventually a no path, you still have created gold, because you still have created a knowing. You have created a path for yourself that is sure. So you don't need to worry about this particular path working out or not working out. It may turn into a no path. It may turn into a yes path. But eventually, all paths lead to the yes path. So, yeah, I think, and the other thing that I'm noticing on this card for you is there's different kinds of pottery. There's different kinds of things that he's made. So your path may take you all different places that you don't expect, but there's always something valuable being created, even if it doesn't work out the way you think. Even if you set out to make stars and you end up making a plate, there's always information, there's always valuable experience for you. And, you know, again, sometimes things not working out is actually better than working out. So questions on that, please let me know. You know, I always love to hear from you in the comments. If you haven't yet subscribed, I would ask and urge you to consider it so we can keep this energy growing and this channel expanding. And if you are seeking some personal guidance yourself, I invite you to check out my website, trueguidancetarot.com. There's some kind of one-time readings as well as longer trajectory things. So different stuff for you. If you're feeling compelled, that might be a great place to start. So I will see you next week, and have a good one.